you doing? All right, guten Morgen, yeah. Time to get your pips on. Welcome to Forex.Today, the YouTube community of more than 20,000 foreign exchange traders. We gather here today to conduct technical and fundamental analysis with the overriding goal of planning our trades in advance. Because trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results, but please stay small, stay humble. Focus on the long term. Never risk money you cannot afford to lose. My name is Wayne. I've been trading currencies for quite some time and commodities and stock indices. Yeah, I have a degree in macroeconomics, cool, and financial management, nice. So it just shows I'm committed and I care. Been doing these live streams for about 20 years. Yeah. Oh, for sure. That's legit. So I've learned a few things. I've made a few mistakes and picked myself up, dusted myself off, and moved on.com. So you can leverage that experience by asking questions. I'd appreciate it if you clicked the thumbs up button, told YouTube this is quality content, but ultimately just let me know how I can help. Great. So there are many resources that have been made available to the community over the years because they asked. They said, Wayne, can you write a book? So I did. Strategic and Tactical Forex Trading. The link is in the description below. They said, Wayne, can you do training videos and courses? Yes, I did that. It's called investorbootcamp.com. The link is in the description below. Wayne, can you put together live groups and live training? Yeah, it's also at investorbootcamp.com. Wayne, can you recommend a trustworthy, ethical foreign exchange firm with fast execution speeds, narrow spreads, and above average good-looking customer service? Yeah. Tradersway.com. The link is in the description below. I even created Quant Box, which automates your macroeconomic and market research. It does the hard stuff for you. I even got a little side project I'm going to launch very, very, very soon, in which you can ask me for feedback on your trade plan anytime you want, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I will never sleep. So you can ask me, and in 3 seconds, I'll give you feedback. Private feedback. The current fee for that is $0. Yeah. And by the way, it's good. It's real good. Real nice. Got it on Target. It was on sale. It's real nice. So very cool. So the world is becoming a better place. I hope you feel good about the future. I do. So let's get on with it. Okay. Jim, what happened was I moved stuff out of it and forgot to close it. So it's just a tab with nothing under it. I made a mistake. Yeah. So I moved a lot of the new stuff up, and therefore there was nothing under the tab. So the tab is just there, but there's nothing under the tab. So anyways, I know. What's up, Amen? Okay, a little bit of dollar strength, a little bit of yen strength, a little bit of Swissy strength, a little bit of CAD strength, a little bit of Kiwi strength, a little bit of Aussie strength, a bit of, okay, so Euro's down. Holy smokes. Anyway, sorry, my phone is just beeping like crazy. I'm not sure why. I always want to make sure everybody's okay. So a lot of not going on in the world. Take a look at the stock market as a leading indicator. Asia was up last night in regards to Chinese stimuli. Be interesting to see if there's any follow through. You could see the U.S. stock market using the daily and the 4-hour is trying to keep bullishness, trying to keep risk on. It's trying. It ain't bearish. That's faux show. Well, tomorrow is the FOMC. Today the meeting starts, but tomorrow is the press conference and announcement and all that. We have ECB not far away, Bank of Japan. Okay. So right now it's steady Freddy. Remember the number one rule, never trade against the trend. The trend is still up. You can see there's a standard operating procedure going on here. We call that a role reversal. So simple basic price action. The actual target is a little bit higher and then maybe a collapse. But once again, I don't plan for reversals. So I'm looking for continuation until it ain't. Continue no more. I'm going to ride my, how does it go? I'm going to ride my horse to the old town road till it can't go no more. I don't remember. Oh, the young kids these days. Okay, Japanese stock market trying to open up above the moving average. That'll be interesting if it doesn't drop. The fact that it doesn't drop would be interesting. But a lot of nothing going on. TWD wants me to do USD yen? Yeah, sure. Why the heck not? Okay, cool. So let's start. It's just easier than just delete them. Hang on. Delete. Okay. Cool. Is this bullish or bearish? While you answer that, I want to point out what we were talking about here. We had divergence as USD yen was rising, and then look at the collapse. Yeah, a little bit of divergence, right? This is bullish. Can we look at gold today? Sure. Why is this bullish? Do-da. Do-da. Uptrend. Well, that's not an answer. Come on, Stefan. It's an uptrend. Well, you just said the same thing back, right? And titles like, because it's going up. Those are bullshit answers, guys. Come on. Go on. Thank you. Yes, because the 21 is above the 55. Hey, they're good calls, though. Like, they're good tries. Why is it bullish? Because it's an uptrend. Because it's going up. Right? Oh, Wayne, isn't it technically bearish because it has broken the previous market structure? You're not talking me. You're talking somebody else's language. So I don't know how other people trade. So you got somebody else's guru going on. The 21 is above the 55. It's bullish. That's it. Now you might be saying, okay, well, there's this area in which bears would sell. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Have they done it yet? No. Okay. Okay. But even then, like, so, the other one is like, it hasn't broken support in a long time and all that. Okay. But, I'm just saying, yes, it hasn't broken a serious level of support, so it's not bearish. And of course, we're only talking this time frame. And by definition, 21 is above the 55. So if I were to engage with this asset, it would be buying dips until it don't dip no more. And if it becomes bearish later, I'm okay with that. But we have to have some really basic rules. They're quite basic. These are not like, you don't have to be a rocket surgeon, okay? That could be my only consideration under my rules of engagement. No, Luis is like, hey, man, the MACD is above the waterline. Yes, but you're saying the exact same thing. Because by definition, the 2155 cross is the MACD rising above the waterline. They're the same thing. But when we look at a broader market, let me go into the Quant Box retail account. Will it let me in? Maybe it won't even let me in. I'm in the wrong browser session. Yeah, I'm in the wrong browser. How did I get to this thing? Is it going to let me in here? It's just going to bring me into a different browser. Let me go into the new retail. This is Quant Box retail, everybody. Retail. Let's log into the database. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Just gorgeous. Look. By the way, let me say it again. This is not the pro account. This is the new updated retail account. And you guys are like, hey, can you look at this? Can you look at that? That's fine. I want you to recognize very quickly when looking at things like gold and dollar and yen and VIX, the S&P 500, over the last several hours, nothing's happening. Okay, nothing's happening. So like, can you look at this and look at that? I'm barely interested. And this is indicative of central bank risk occurring tomorrow, huh? I think I accidentally killed my chat. I killed my chat. All right, I have to open the chat again. I accidentally killed the chat. I killed the chat and I liked it. Anyways. Wayne, do you always use the 4-hour 2155 cross? Where did that question go? Did someone just delete the question? I looked at it and now I can't find it. All right. Well, anyways, there it is. Do I always use the 4-hour 2155 cross? Well, define always. Sometimes I use the daily 2155 cross. It's also bullish. So which one do I use? I use both of them. Okay. Remember the name of my book. Okay. Strategic and tactical Forex trading. All right. So strategy. I'm either using a 4-hour or a daily. Which one? Well, both, actually. Why would I not use one? Someone might say, well, which one's better? What do you mean better? It's just numbers. I mean, it's factual, whether it's a daily or 4-hour. I would use both. One isn't better. They're the same. They're just measuring one's measuring 4-hour and one's measuring daily. Do I ever use lower time frames? For what, Tim? For strategy? No. Okay. So, well, of course I do, Tim. I use it on every time frame. There's no difference. That's what fractal geometry means. Fractal geometry. I use the same tools on all time frames. Yeah. So I can't have like 2155 means one thing on one time frame, but 2155 means something else on a different time frame. You're like, no. So I have to decide here, hard and fast, am I a buyer or am I a seller? Now, I would look at this and say bullish. Now, do I have to buy it? No. I just can't sell it. So I can't sell it. I can sell it later. I just can't sell it now. Right? Well, crypto says you basically should already know this, but you don't I guess you don't know what you don't know until you ask, right? So I know what you're saying, crypto, but at the same time, it's kind of like why I'm here. So I'm okay with it. I'm not here to put you into trades. So that's where I'm not like, oh, buy, so, go, go, go. I don't know. I find it boring. But there are plenty of other YouTubers that'll do that for you. Right? And I'm sure they're happy if they make 20 grand from selling YouTube ads or something. Okay. So I'm more interested in helping anyway. So even if the question's basic, yeah, that's fine. This is what I'm here to do. So the first point of having rules of engagement is trying to avoid mistakes. Oh, not mistake. Not mistake. Trying to avoid mistakes. And so you might disagree and say this is down, and I might understand. I'm like, I don't think I'd disagree with you. But you can always get in situations, and maybe you identify with this as well. But you can always get into situations that it could be bullish or bearish. Do you think a bear would sell a lower high? Of course they would sell a lower high. Well, how would a bear look at this? A bear would look at it this way. And how would a bull look at it? A bull would look at it this way. So which one do you do? Well, flip a coin if you can't make a decision. I know that's flippant. Or have a hard and fast rule for making a decision. So let's try it. 3, 2, 1, don't sell. Why? 21's above the 55. Well, Wayne, that's overly simplistic. Yeah, well, it keeps me from making a mistake. It also keeps me from getting in a situation where emotionally I feel it's both bullish and bearish. Well, at least I remove 50% of the chances of making a mistake. Now, you could say, well, what if the daily agrees with the 4 hour? Do I feel a little more confident? Yeah, maybe so. Now, I'd say it's too early to buy, but you should be preparing for it. Okay? And so you might have a scenario right now that looks like this. Cool. And what are the other scenarios? Not selling, not doing anything, and maybe buying a dip. So I would spend today maybe buying a dip or doing nothing. Okay. I'm not ready to show you the Aiden project yet. But, oops, oh, I just messed up that live stream. It's silly that the software does this. All right, I think I got that back. All right, let's bring this back. Let's have some fun. Let's say you want to buy USD yen at 140. Is that fair? So you want to buy it at 1.4. I guess is it 141 or 140? Let's put 140. Let's put 140.50. Let's put the stop 139.50. Let's put a target at 144.44. 144.44. Now I'm supposed to have a screenshot, so I'll throw a screenshot. So I have to go snip. And let me snip this. Okay. So I get a snip that looks like this. So I'm going to have to save it. Save it as a screenshot. Okay, cool. So I'm going to upload this to Aiden. And hang on, I got to find my screenshot. Okay, I found my screenshot. And hit submit. Okay. And now, see, it's in an activity feed. Oh! So you saw it quickly. All right, so now I got to go to my Gmail. mail.gmail.com. I'm logged into the wrong one. Which Gmail? Where is it at? Okay. And I already have the email waiting. Look. Welcome to your trade plan. You see, I have 3 trade plans for USD yen. Daily, weekly, monthly. Isn't that sweet? Weekly expectation, bearish, confident. And yet I was a bull on that time frame. Little interesting, huh? Like, honestly, in 3 seconds. I mean, it's seriously awesome. It really seriously is awesome. So now I got to put some disclaimers on it and stuff like that. So that's where we are now, but it totally works. It really, truly is amazing. It's such an amazing time to be alive. I really messed this up. Wow, there we go. Anyways, there we go. I think that's good. I can't see. I totally messed up the layout for the live stream, but hopefully that's okay. No, it's all messed up. Look at this. I don't think I messed this up. I think it messed itself up. It's weird. There must have been an update. Oh, look at that. Oh, make it so large. Yeah. Oh, man. I got to figure out what happened to the layout for this stream. Anyways. So imagine now you can get feedback on your trading idea before you even take your trade, but you'll have to wait 3 seconds. We were sweating bullets because for a while there it was taking 6 seconds. So we rebuilt and optimized the engine, the machine learning engine. So now it only takes 3 seconds. So by the time you hit submit and then tab over to your Gmail or whatever you use to get your friendly emails, you'll flip over to your email and it's already sitting there. I mean, isn't that awesome? Seriously. You go submit and then you go flip over to your email and there's already 3 trade plans waiting for you. Oh, no, Tim. No, Tim, perfectly fine. Okay? No, not stupid. It's a good review for everybody. Okay? In this case, I was able to talk about being very definitive. It's important to know as a trader what your intent is. I think what a lot of newer traders end up doing is they get caught in this trap of it could be bullish, it could be bearish, it might go up, it might go down. I can see all the arguments technically for up. I can see all the arguments technically for down. And then you just get you either do nothing or you're inconsistent in what you do. Sometimes you decide to be bullish and sometimes you decide to be bearish in the exact same situation. Like, for example, when I golf with my father, who's been golfing for 100 years, I don't golf that often, so I only golf with him once a year or once every other year, right? And he golfs once or twice a week. But nonetheless, I observe because it's such a new experience for me, right? Since I don't do it very often. I know how to golf, but I'll observe it and I'm like, okay, we're 175 yards away and he'll use 7-iron. And then 3 holes later, we're about 175 yards away and he uses a 5-iron or a 6-iron. And then 3 holes later, we're 175 yards, and he uses a different one. I'm like, so now I'm curious, like, well, what makes you pick a different club on the same yardage? And there could be a good reason. Oh, I want to hit it low. I want it to, land and roll onto the green versus landing on the green and stopping, or I'm worried about the sand or something. But usually you don't get that answer. He's like, what? Right? So what I would try to do if I were me is every time I land 175 yards, I always use exactly, precisely, every single time the same club. And then adjust my swing accordingly. Because it's hard enough to keep your swing consistent, but to change your club and your swing is just too many levels of randomness for me. Anyways, right? So what I'm trying to say is, yes, this could fall. It could always fall. You never know. So you need to be consistent in how you treat the situation to reduce the number of variables that can work against you. So I under my own personal rules of engagement, I'm allowed to buy a dip or not buy a dip. Those are my 2 opportunities. Be in a long position or not be in a long position. And not being in a long position is a position. I'm choosing cash. But I do not have the opportunity or freedom to sell this under any circumstance ever. But Wayne, what if it falls? Well, then the market will turn bearish and then I can sell the rally if I so choose. But I can't buy it if it's bearish. Ever. Under any circumstance. And now I might give up some cool opportunities every so often. But if you look at this like you make 10 to 20,000 trades a year, the consistency is important. Mathematically, I'm reducing and removing randomness. And that's the point I'm trying to get across to everybody. Now, is the 2155 important? No, it's not important at all. None. They're medium-term moving averages. I used to use 2060. You might use 2050. You might use 1834 62 and use 3 moving averages to make that decision. Yeah, that'd work. I honestly don't care what tools you use. If you can't make a valid and sound investment decision, you can't trade. So the tools won't save you. Your decision-making process will save you, right? So anyway, I'm either going to buy this or I'm not going to buy this. That decision is made on the 4-hour or the daily. Okay? Now, there are many other ways to measure this, of course. But this is one way, and this one is mine. Okay? So if I'm looking at Aiden, you didn't, see, Aiden's not posting the pair. So I'll give him that feedback today. So Aiden on this, on a weekly point of view, is bearish, not bullish. Okay, and if Aiden was trading this, he'd be pointing down. So here's the selling zone, 141.88 to 140.47.966. Why don't we just call it 140.5, okay? And the target right now is down. Next one hasn't been set because it's too early in the process. So I got to have him, label this chart. Okay. On a daily, Aiden is bullish and conservative. Isn't that cool? So buy a little dip, take it up to 142.5. It's nice, right? So anyways, I have to go through with the developers and, tweak and refine. So now you can just look at it and say, oh, I wonder what Aiden's doing. And, again, it's not about being right. The machine is going to watch what you do and watch what it does and compare and contrast and start gathering statistics and building confidence levels. So the machine's going to continue learning. I don't know what happened to this template, this live stream. You probably see me messing around with stuff. It's crazy messed up. Must have been an update. I'm trying to fix it, and I can't even grab some of these things. No. Anywho. So you can see some dollar weakness against the Kiwi. And remember, overnight, there was news out of China of stimulus. So that's going to be positive toward the New Zealand dollar. Okay. So right now you see we've challenged the 21 and we're breaching to the upside. Most of that upside move has to do with last night's news. So things may have changed in Asia. A stimulus package by China not only would increase aggregate demand in China, but maybe globally, maybe commodity commodity currencies and stuff, right? Richard's like, yeah, it killed Aussie dollar short. Yeah. Yeah, well, that would have been an intraday trade, so no problem. You'd probably be able to rebuild a position if it happens. Okay? But I'm under my rules of engagement, I can only sell this. Or not buy it. Because it's still technically bearish. So I'm going to spend a lot of time waiting today. Okay? So we're only approaching a sell right now, which is kind of interesting, but it is kind of ugly technicals on this side. Daily is really mixed bag, really sort of an ugly setup. Yeah. Yeah, this is an ugly setup to begin with. Anyways, that's that. Tough day. Well, it's 9:43. No, sorry, it's 8:43. I think I'll go. I think I'm waiting for tomorrow. Got to get through FOMC, ECB, BOJ, lots of earnings this week. So pay attention to earnings today. There's quite a few, in particular at the close. Pay attention to the China stimulus story. That will also increase aggregate demand. Pay attention to the there is no recession lexicon in the zeitgeist. Swing trading group meeting? Yeah, is it Tuesday? Well, then the answer is yes. So the day trading group and the swing trading group will be meeting at 4 p.m. today to do the stop, look, and correct session. That's where you upload your trade plans and get feedback from me, not artificial intelligence. How many people here are excited for the opportunity to have AI give you feedback on every single trade plan you want, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And by the way, not only will it spit out a trade plan, or 3 trade plans, in fact, what it will do is it will track your trade. I haven't even shown you that because I haven't launched it. It will track your trades. I will have to now track hundreds, maybe thousands of trades into the future. And record whether it was profitable or not profitable. Now, there is an iteration we're about to work on. It's not, I'm only about to beta test this with you guys. But in the near future, I want Aiden to contact you via text message and let you know when to move your stop. Dakar says, are you worried about the limit of trades that can be submitted and how many of us will be using it? Aiden lives on the Amazon cloud. So in theory, I can handle 100,000 traders with 1 million trades. But at some point, I'm going to have to monetize the service somehow just to pay for it. Because I'm into it for many thousands of dollars with many thousands of dollars of annual costs. So at some point, yeah, I will have to figure that out. So right now, I'm just burning cash. Okay. Okay. Oh, Richard says, I'm trying to renew my swing trading. Oh, well, send me another email. I'll try that. Yeah, it should be pretty straightforward, but if I guess if you're having problems, yeah, email me. I'll try to get to it. Yeah. All right. Cool. So, peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. Thank you for being part of this YouTube community. I'll see you when I see you. Have a wonderful day. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you.